So today in this class we will discuss about the current carriers in the semiconductors. Already in the previous class we have discussed about the intrinsic semiconductors and extrinsic semiconductors. So one by one we will discuss the current carriers in case of intrinsic semiconductors, then we will discuss the current carriers in case of extrinsic semiconductors, and what is the conductivity or current density in case of extrinsic and intrinsic semiconductors. So let us consider a semiconductor material where we have applied a electric field, and as we know that in case of intrinsic semiconductors the flow of current is due to the movement of electrons and holes in opposite direction. Even though the number of electrons equals to the number of holes, hole mobility is mu h is practically half of the electron mobility mu e. So as we know that in case of intrinsic semiconductor there are electrons are equals to the number of holes, and if you apply a electric potential then electrons and holes travel in opposite direction. So we have to derive the equations of current density, conductivity in case of intrinsic and extrinsic semiconductor materials. So we will derive formulas one by one. Let us discuss here that we can write total current that may be written as that is electron flow and hole flow. As we know that the current is equals total current I can be written as the electron flow current and hole flow current, or we can write total current I equals to IE plus IH. And in previous class we have derived the relation that what is the current flow in a conducting material if you apply a electric field, apply a potential V in terms of the drift velocity, area of cross section and charge density. So same formula we have written here, but in case of I electron flow we have written here that is NIE VE A, and for the IH that is the whole current we have written here PI E VH A. Let us define the abbreviations here, that VE is the drift velocity of electrons, VH is the drift velocity of holes, Ni is the density of free electrons in case of intrinsic semiconductor, Pi is the density of holes in an intrinsic semiconductor, E is the electron charge, and A is the cross section of semiconductor. But we know that in case of intrinsic semiconductor the charge densities of electrons and holes are equal. So we can write here Ni equals to Pi. So if you replace the value of Ni equals to Pi, that is if you replace Pi with Ni in this expression, so we can write a total current I that will be equal to NIE VE plus VH and area of cross section, or we can write it is NIE mu E plus mu H A E. Here what we have done that we have replaced the drift velocity VE in terms of the mobility. As we know that drift velocity in case of electron can be written as VE equals to mu H E, and for the holes we can write VH equal to mu H and E. So same thing has been replaced here. So we have written here I equals to NIE mu E plus mu H A E. And since we know that applied electric field E can be written as potential V upon L. So we can write here this current I, that is NIE mu E plus mu H A, and in place of E we have written here V by L, V by L. Or we can write this expression in terms of V by I, that is I have taken here, so V by I equals to L by A into 1 upon NIE mu E plus mu H. So what is this VI? V by I? V by I is nothing but it is a resistance R. So resistance formula we can write here rho L upon A. So if you compare this expression with this expression, it means we can write here the rho is the resistivity of the semiconductor, and it is written here rho equals to 1 upon NIE mu E plus mu H. So this we have derived the resistivity in case of intrinsic semiconductor material, that is given by rho equals to 1 upon NIE mu E plus mu H. Now let us derive the conductivity. So as we know that electrical conductivity sigma is the reciprocal of the resistivity, so straightway from this previous expression reciprocal of this will become the conductivity. So we can write here the conductivity sigma equals to NIE mu E plus mu H. Now we can write the current density J equals to I by A. So what is the current density? Already we have derived the current conductivity NIE mu E plus mu H. So straightway we can write the current density J equals to sigma E. And what is sigma? Sigma is the conductivity, which is nothing but NIE mu E plus mu H. So we can write here current density equals to NIE mu E plus mu H and capital E. What is this? This is the sigma E. Or we can write this conductivity sigma equals to J by E. So these are the some expressions which have been manipulated for the case of intrinsic semiconductor. So what we see here that the conductivity of semiconductor depends upon the two factors, that is number of current carriers present per unit volume, and second is the mobility of current carrier. So in this way we can define the conductivity of the semiconductor materials. Now let us talk about the extrinsic semiconductors. So in case of an extrinsic semiconductor, the general expression for the current density when an electric field is implied is given by, that is J equals to sigma E. So we can write here simply in case of extrinsic semiconductor that Ni can be written at here Ne E mu E. Here is not written but here it will be E, that is Ne E mu E plus P for the holes and E mu H E. So if it is a n-type semiconductor, then we can have a suffix Nn for the charge density of electrons and Pn for the charge density of holes. So we can write here for the n-type semiconductor, J equals to E. We have taken out E will be here, it is not written, but E will be, that's why we have taken out E outside, and we can write in place of Ne, Nn. This is only because if we are talking about the n-type semiconductor, so E Nn mu E plus Pn E and mu H E, where Nn and Pn represents the electron and hole densities on the n-type semiconductor after doping. So this is the current density of extrinsic semiconductor material, and we have derived the relation for the current density in case of n-type extrinsic semiconductor material. Now let us talk about the p-type semiconductor material. The same expression can be written for the p-type semiconducting material, only we change suffix by p, that is Nl will be changed with Np and Pn will be changed with Pp. Rest all things will remain same. So let us see how we have done it. That is, for p-type semiconductors, we have written here current density J equals to E Np mu E plus Pp mu H E, and same is written here. In case for the n-type semiconductor material, we have written E Nn mu E plus Pn mu H E. So same way we can write for the p-type semiconductor material, that is J equals to E Np mu E plus Pp mu H E, where Np and Pp represent the electron and hole densities in a p-type semiconductor after doping. Now we can write the conductivity sigma equals to J by E. So we can write the conductivity, a general expression, that is Ne mu E plus Pe mu H. From here only, just see, conductivity can be written as J by E. So if take E here, J by E, so a general expression can be written here, that is Ne mu E plus Pe mu H, that is Pe mu H and Ne mu E. This is the general expression. Now this general expression can be rewritten as for the n-type semiconductor material and for the p-type semiconductor material. So if you want to write the conductivity for the n-type semiconductor material, then simply we make a suffix by n. So we can write sigma n equals to E Nn mu E plus Pn mu H and E. Similarly, we can write for the p-type semiconductor material, the conductivity sigma p equals to E Np mu E plus Pp mu H. So these are the simple equations which are derived here for the case of n-type semiconductor material and for the case of p-type semiconductor material. So this is what we have derived the lesson in this lecture, that if we take about the semiconductor material and we apply electric field E, so we can derive the equations for the current, then current density, then conductivity, and conductivity in case of intrinsic semiconductor material, and in case of extrinsic semiconductor material. As we know that extrinsic semiconductor material are further classified as a n-type semiconductor material and as a p-type semiconductor material. So we can derive the relation of conductivity or current density for the n-type and p-type semiconductor material. So this is what about this lecture or this class.